Alrighty guys, 'tis I, ChrissieGirl, and welcome to part 14 of my LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 playthrough. I didn't intend for this part to be as long as 22 minutes, but hey ho. So after, just basically showing off Diagon Alley briefly, apart from Nocturne Alley of course, we're going to return to Hogwarts and get back on with the story. I just showed it off because I thought I could. You know, while I had nothing to do. That and I wanted to buy the collect ghost studs, if I remember rightly. So, back in Hogwarts, where do I go? Where do I go? There you are, Nick. Show me where to go. I believe it's this way. Nick didn't show me. Oh, when in doubt, just smash things. Then again, that's the entire point of a LEGO game, is just to smash things and see what comes out of it. Now you need Reducto to attack that armour, by the way. Yeah, it was this way. I thought so. I believe we're heading in a sort of new direction here. Oh yeah, towards the Great Hall. This is where you can turn on the red bricks that you've unlocked. At the moment most of them are locked because I haven't found them and I haven't paid for them either. But yeah, because I have ghost studs, I can now follow Nick and collect the ghost studs just as if they were regular studs, which is really handy. For those just looking to buy some, I think it counts as 1,000 studs, which is really neat. So, into the Great Hall will I go. We're actually going to learn Expelliarmus. Again, I do apologise, I lost some of the footage for this, it's showing me actually learning Expelliarmus. After I realised that, I started recording and went back to start the game again. You know, not start the entire game again, but I went back and reloaded what I'd done and found that I had completely lost the opportunity to get the footage because it had automatically saved at that point. Which was a pity, but I wasn't going to play through the game just for this. I mean, it's basically the same as the Transfiguration lesson. Harry and Ron have to perform the spell a set number of times in order to learn the spell. It's really basic, really straightforward. I don't see why I have to show it all off in any case. I'm not gonna, you know, play the game again just to get this extra piece of footage. This is basically all you have to do is use Expelliarmus on these to stop them. And by the looks of it, it is on the same spell, part of the spell wheel that Transfiguration and Glacius is. Probably not a clever idea for me to have got both of those spells yet then. But hey ho. I could be completely wrong, but I do know that the footage will cut out in a minute. And yeah, I'll have to skip ahead and think, oh crud, I've lost that footage. But yeah, just use Expelliarmus on these with both Harry and Ron and that'll be the lesson. So straightforward, it's unbelievable. But then again, it's a lesson, it's kind of meant to be. I don't know why I was attacking him with other spells. It doesn't work, it's got to be Expelliarmus. What a numpty. But like I say, I was a bit confused here, I don't know why. Then again, I always have been stupid. Yeah, smash the hell out of them with Expelliarmus. And that'll be that. It's going to cut out any second now. Like I say, I have no idea what happened. I think basically what happened was... Yeah, there we go. We also unlocked Parcel Tongue by doing that section, obviously. But, yeah. That's Expelliarmus. Not that you actually saw it. It's a spell you'll probably never use. That's one of the sad things about this game. At least I don't ever remember using Expelliarmus, so I never saw the need to. It's just there. So yeah, basically what happened was I stopped recording just to make sure that it was on the right place on the spell wheel, and just to check that I had enough room left on my DVD to fit all the footage on, which I did. But I forgot to press the record button again when I started playing again, and it wasn't until I realised later on that I just thought, oh, I'm not going to play through this again, whole entire game again just to get that footage. There's not much point. It's really basic and straightforward. This is the only time this happens, by the way. So there are gold cauldrons, you probably noticed. We're about to learn a potion, I believe, which will mean we can actually use these gold cauldrons now. And 3 guesses what that potion actually is. If you've seen the film or read the book, that potion is obviously the Polyjuice Potion. And yeah. So for whatever reason, we've got to go into the Slytherins by speaking parcel tongue, of course, and then rebuilding the snake over here. Nothing too straining, really straightforward. So now we can actually go through to where the Slytherin common room entrance is. Because for whatever reason, they have an extra room for their entrance. In fact, come to think of it, I think Ravenclaw does as well. Gryffindor is not so unlucky. Their entrance is right there and there. They don't have an extra room which leads to the entrance. Ah, alas. Alas. So, not much going on in this area. It's really dark and dismal, just like you'd expect a Slytherin area to be. Very wet. Need to come back here with Reducto later on if you want to see what's under those drain pipes. That's if you want to. You may not want to, you may not care and just want to go through the story, and if that's the case, then fair enough. I'm just a stud nut. And yeah, the idea is obviously... Oh, for goodness sake. Harry, you're not super strong. That's better. Now I can see better. So, you just gotta stand here and you realise you're not gonna get in. Because it's the Slytherin common room and we're Gryffindors. We don't know what the password is. So... yeah, the Slytherins get in easily enough. So, what are we going to do? We're going to make ourselves Slytherins, because that will get us in. So, let's head back towards... well, let's learn how to do a Polyjuice Potion. It takes about a month or so to do, but you know, we can whip it up in no time in this game. We don't have to wait around for a month. Just as well. Who would fancy waiting around for a potion? You may forget about it in that time. At least I would. I do apologise, but you know, the stud collecting's really mad on my part. So we want to head to the potions, you know, the dungeons, potions classroom. Learn how to make ourselves a snazzy little potion to turn us into Malfoy's sidekicks, Crabbe and Goyle. Snape's not about. He won't know we're here. We'll get in, make our potion, and get out. So, upon arriving, I'm just going to collect a bunch of studs. I don't know why I just don't cut out me collecting the studs. It'd be so much easier. So far, I've reckoned that it's taken about 9 parts for Philosopher's Stone and 9 parts for Chamber of Secrets. So I'm gonna say on average about 9 parts for each year. Maybe a bit over that, depending on how obsessed I get with collecting the studs and all that. Oh god. It frustrates me looking back because, I mean, it isn't exactly the most exciting thing to watch, just running around zapping everything. So, basically we need 3 ingredients. You may notice there's a portrait there which is, you know, yellow and black. You need to be a Hufflepuff to get what you need out of that photo. And the same for that one over there. If you talk to them as you are, you're not going to get anywhere. You know, because you're Gryffindors. Basically what we need to do is learn to make this potion so that we can turn into a Hufflepuff and get what we need from them. Yes, we'll actually get to do that straight away. I believe we get the character token just for creating the potion. I'm not 100% certain on that, but you do get the Justin Finch Fletchley character token pretty easily. Do forgive me if I start zapping things as well. It isn't always just because of stud collection, it's because I'm thinking I can't be asked to figure out what I've got to do. So, that's the second ingredient over here. You know, I would appreciate hitting him, Harry. Hit him. Die! You stupidly cute pixie. Die! Once you've unlocked the Polyjuice Potion, you can access it from anywhere in the castle, and that's a really handy thing because basically it just means that you can transform anywhere in the hub world. Even in Diagon Alley you can transform, and that's really, really handy. Yeah, all this stud collection is not just because I'm mad about studs, it's because I'm trying to remember where the other ingredient is. I do have thick moments like this where I just think, oh god, I can't figure out what to do. No doubt that Professor Snape's going to come in and realise that the room's a bit messier. And he's going to think, who's come into my classroom? Oh god, that doesn't sound like Snape at all. Snape's much more menacing. He's awesome. Snape's the best character in the series, in my opinion. I said that before in a much earlier part, but I still stand by it. Great character. In regards to the films, they could not have picked a better actor than Alan Rickman to play as Snape. And another actor who I think was actress who I think was absolutely fantastic in the Harry Potter films was Maggie Smith as McGonagall. Absolutely brilliant choices they've made, especially where Snape and McGonagall was concerned. It was just such a shame about Richard Harris dying after the second film, because he made a pretty darn good Dumbledore. Michael Gambon does too, but I don't know. They both offered their own unique touch as Dumbledore, I guess. Michael, oh, there's Justin Finch Fletchley. You get it straight away after making the potion. You transform into him, and then you can speak to the Hufflepuff portraits, one of which I believe you need to get out of the room. But yeah, Richard Harris kind of, to me was the wise old Dumbledore, whereas Michael Gambon was like the powerful wizard Dumbledore. So, both of them added something to Dumbledore's character, and I like both of them. As for which one I prefer, I don't really have a preference. I do wonder how Richard Harris would have pulled off the slightly darker, more action-packed scenes with Dumbledore, like in the later films. But hey-ho, things happen. You can't always, be 100% sure of what's going to happen. So once we've turned into Justin Finch Fletchley or any other character, you'll stay as that character. You don't need to worry about the potion wearing off or anything. It will carry on working, which is a good thing. It'll carry on working until you go up to a potion, a Polyjuice Potion, and change your character again. And if you go into a level, then you'll change character back, obviously. Back to Harry or whoever it is you changed. In my case, it's Harry. So we're basically running around with Justin Finch Fletchley instead of Harry. Makes no difference to me. See, the ingredients are really easy to find with regards to, just about being anywhere in Hogwarts. You can just pick them up and dump them in the cauldron. Don't do what I did. Don't try and change back into Harry at this point. You still need Justin. I tried to change back into Harry just to make it, more authentic, so to speak. I should not have done. You need to go to another Hufflepuff portrait. So you need to be Justin still. Bit of a silly move on my part. But nevertheless, change back to Justin again, I suppose, and just stick with Justin. So now we can access a new section just by climbing these rather awkward to climb stairs. Well, character token. That actually wasn't too much of an unlucky fall there. Another Harry incarnation. So, yeah. I do say that a lot, don't I? So, yeah. But a lot of it is just because I can't think of what else to say and just want to finish the sentence. So, this is where we can go to, access the next level. Most of this, rest of this part is just going to be stuck collecting in this particular... Oh, I don't know how I got that one wrong. It was just shown to me. It goes to show that sometimes when I'm playing this, I don't exactly concentrate to my fullest. And yeah. Yeah is totally my word. Zap this open. And character token. Hermione as a cat. Oh yes. Poor guy, we just destroyed his rubber ducky. I do apologise for, just... I've apologised enough already, haven't I? I better shut up. But yeah. I don't know what to say, actually. I honestly don't. I can't think of much to talk about at the minute. Because the rest of this part really is just, you know, collecting studs and, you know, I don't even collect all the, you know, I don't even jump on all those red bricks with the, sucky, plunger. When you reach this point, we see Crab and Goyle, and we're going to trick them by giving them cake. Who else wouldn't fall for that, though? I mean, it's cake. Cake is good. I do like cake. But more than cake, I like fruit. Yes, I like fruit. I hate vegetables, though. Definitely fruit all the way. I've really got to be in the mood for sweet food, though. I do like cake, but I've got to be in the mood for it. Oh, another little section that you can shove scabbers through. It's optional. But hey ho, I'm going to do it just because. Drop that rat. Thank you. And that's a rat. This ship just drops loads of studs. I mean absolute loads, so if you really want to, you can just follow this ship around and it gives you a bunch of studs. See you in the next part.